Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The sports world is shaking with one of the most explosive rumors in recent memory, as whispers circulate that the Los Angeles Dodgers have made a blockbuster move to acquire Fernando Tatis Jr. from the San Diego Padres, a deal that could redefine the balance of power in Major League Baseball. Imagine the Dodgers' already stacked lineup suddenly augmented with one of the most electrifying talents in the game, a player whose combination of power, speed, and charisma makes him not only a fan favorite, but also a nightmare for opposing pitchers. Sources close to the situation suggest that negotiations have been intense and secretive, with both teams' executives working behind closed doors, navigating complex financial considerations, and attempting to structure a trade package that satisfies San Diego while giving Los Angeles the superstar they crave. The implications for Tatis Jr.'s career are enormous, as joining the Dodgers would place him on a team with championship pedigree, high expectations, and immense media scrutiny, challenging him to elevate his game even further. Fans of both teams are reportedly in shock, some celebrating the possibility of a superstar joining a contending team, while others express heartbreak over losing a franchise icon who has become synonymous with San Diego's identity. Analysts are speculating endlessly, breaking down every possible scenario and the potential impact on playoff dynamics, with some suggesting this could be the defining story of the season, a headline that will dominate sports coverage for weeks, if not months. The financial and strategic dimensions of this rumored trade are equally fascinating, as MLB insiders hint that the Dodgers might be willing to part with a mix of top prospects, established players, and significant cash considerations to make this deal happen. Considering the Dodgers' deep pockets and hunger for another World Series title, the organization seems ready to bet big on Tatis Jr., understanding that his unique skill set and star power could instantly transform their roster into one of the most formidable in the league. The Padres, on the other hand, are portrayed as being in a delicate position, balancing the undeniable allure of return value with the emotional weight of potentially losing their most electrifying talent, a player whose highlight reels have carried them through seasons and captured the imagination of a city. Discussions reportedly include multiple players from the Dodgers farm system, several major league contributors, and even long-term contractual considerations, creating a web of negotiations so intricate that few outside the inner circle fully understand the stakes. Amid this backdrop, fans are taking to social media, speculating about who might go, who could fill Tatis Jr.'s shoes in San Diego, and how the Dodgers lineup would adjust to accommodate a superstar of his caliber. There's also chatter about how this could influence free agency, with other teams observing the Dodgers' aggressive strategy, perhaps prompting a domino effect in the league as franchises respond to the audacity of the potential blockbuster. While official confirmation remains absent, the mere rumor is enough to set off feverish discussion across sports networks, podcasts, and fan forums, highlighting the magnetic impact of a player like Tatis Jr. on the entire baseball ecosystem. Beyond the financial and logistical aspects, there's a narrative drama unfolding that captures the imagination of fans nationwide, centered around the tension between legacy and ambition. Tatis Jr., only in his mid-20s, has already established himself as a cultural icon in baseball, representing a new generation of players whose personality, social media presence, and on-field performance make them transcendent figures. The potential move to Los Angeles is not just a transactional story. It's a tale of identity, loyalty, and ambition, raising questions about what it means for a player to leave a city where he has become a hero. Padres fans are reportedly grappling with conflicting emotions, torn between wanting the team to succeed in return for Tatis Jr. and mourning the possible departure of a player who has become the face of their franchise. On the Dodgers' side, excitement and anticipation are palpable, with speculation about how Tatis Jr.'s inclusion would alter batting orders, defensive strategies, and clubhouse dynamics. Sports media is overflowing with analysis, with experts debating the trade's short-term and long-term effects, from playoff prospects to marketability and team culture. In baseball's narrative universe, this rumor has all the ingredients of a saga: superstar talent, high stakes, passionate fan bases, and the ever-present tension between money, ambition, and emotional attachment, making it a story that will dominate conversations as long as uncertainty lingers. The potential trade also carries implications for managerial strategies and game day tactics, as Dodgers manager and coaching staff would need to integrate Tatis Jr. seamlessly into a team already accustomed to winning. His presence could shift the dynamics of batting orders, defensive alignments, and even pitching rotations, creating a ripple effect that touches every facet of the team's operation. Analysts speculate on whether the Dodgers would restructure contracts, trade additional pieces, or adjust their development pipeline to maximize the impact of acquiring a player of Tatis Jr.'s caliber. Beyond the field, marketing and branding opportunities are massive, as a player of his profile draws attention not only locally but globally, enhancing ticket sales, merchandise, and the team's visibility in international markets. Fans are speculating endlessly, imagining highlight reels of Tatis Jr. in Dodger blue, viral clips of his explosive plays, and the energy he could bring to a stadium already known for its passionate crowds. Social media buzz is reaching fever pitch, with memes, polls, and fan debates dominating feeds, reflecting the cultural resonance of a player whose influence extends far beyond traditional baseball metrics. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly monitoring the situation closely, recognizing that if this trade materializes, the Dodgers could gain an almost unfair advantage, forcing opponents to rethink strategies, pitching matchups, and roster decisions. In short, this is not merely a player movement. It is a seismic event that could redefine expectations for both franchises, excite fans, and shape the narrative arc of the MLB season in ways that will be remembered for years to come. Speculation about the specific mechanics of the trade package has become a sport in itself, with insiders leaking details, counterleaks, and deliberate misdirection to keep the public guessing. Rumors suggest that multiple Dodgers prospects, including some considered top-tier talents in the minor leagues, could be part of the equation, along with established major league contributors who could help the Padres immediately. The uncertainty about who would be exchanged, how contracts would be structured, and what draft considerations might be involved has turned every fan into a theorist, posting endless breakdowns and mock trade scenarios online. The situation is further complicated by timing, as both teams weigh the impact on the upcoming season, playoff positioning, and long-term roster planning, knowing that a misstep could have consequences for years. While neither organization has confirmed the deal, whispers from sources close to the negotiations fuel the fire, generating intense speculation and emotional reactions from fans on both sides. For Padres supporters, the possible loss of Tatis Jr. is a painful prospect, evoking memories of other franchises losing homegrown stars, while Dodgers fans are reveling in the possibility of seeing one of the game's most dynamic talents don the iconic blue uniform. Across the league, conversations are buzzing with possibilities, analyses, and heated debates, making this rumored trade feel less like a possibility and more like an inevitable turning point in modern baseball, a story that has all the elements of drama, excitement, and intrigue that sports fans live for. Even beyond the teams directly involved, the narrative around Fernando Tatis Jr. has captured the attention of casual fans, celebrities, and media outlets, turning this potential transaction into a cultural moment. The player's reputation as a charismatic, fearless competitor who can alter games with a single swing or a daring base steal adds an almost cinematic quality to the rumor, making it impossible to ignore. Analysts, commentators, and former players are all weighing in, dissecting potential lineups, matchups, and outcomes, while fans obsess over highlight reels and career statistics, debating how his presence could tilt the balance of power in the National League. There's also a broader discussion about the business side of baseball, the influence of market size, payroll flexibility, and the ways in which star power drives team decisions in the modern era. Tatis Jr.'s hypothetical move to Los Angeles is therefore more than just a trade. It is a microcosm of everything dynamic about professional sports today: talent, hype, emotion, and a delicate balance between commerce and loyalty. As the rumor persists, social media trends, online forums, and sport podcasts are all engulfed in speculation, creating a feedback loop that ensures every new leak or hint is magnified, debated, and dissected at lightning speed. This story, alive with uncertainty and potential, continues to dominate the sports conversation, fueling anticipation, anxiety, and excitement across multiple fan bases, leaving no doubt that whenever confirmation finally arrives, it will mark a historic moment in MLB history. The ripple effects of a potential Fernando Tatis Jr. trade to the Dodgers are already being felt across Major League Baseball, as rival teams contemplate how this seismic move could alter competitive dynamics and influence future roster strategies. Observers note that the mere possibility of Tatis Jr. donning a Dodgers uniform forces other franchises to reassess their own lineups, pitching rotations, and long-term development plans, sparking a wave of strategic speculation that spreads far beyond Los Angeles and San Diego. Sports analysts are considering hypothetical matchups in which the Dodgers, now hypothetically armed with Tatis Jr.'s explosive combination of speed, power, and defensive prowess, could dominate the National League, challenging the dominance of long-established contenders. Meanwhile, the Padres front office faces intense scrutiny as decisions about which players to include in the deal could have lasting implications for the team's competitive future, farm system, and fan engagement. Social media chatter has reached fever pitch, with viral memes, hypothetical highlight reels, and animated debates flooding timelines, creating a cultural storm that transcends traditional sports coverage. Podcasts, YouTube channels, and sports blogs are dissecting every possible scenario, weighing probabilities, and speculating on potential consequences, as fans passionately argue whether the Dodgers' aggressive approach represents brilliance or desperation. At the same time, the uncertainty surrounding Tatis Jr.'s future continues to fuel rumor mills, keeping both fan bases in suspense and driving conversations that dominate sports discourse daily, making this not just a trade rumor, but a narrative phenomenon that captures the imagination of the entire baseball world. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The human element of this unfolding saga adds layers of intrigue, as both players and fans wrestle with the emotional weight of the situation, a story that goes far beyond contracts, stats, and standings. Tatis Jr., at just 25 years old, has grown into a generational talent whose every move on and off the field carries outsized significance, transforming him into an icon whose presence shapes team culture and city identity. For Padres fans, the thought of losing their franchise player evokes feelings of betrayal, nostalgia, and anxiety, highlighting the emotional complexities of modern sports fandom, in which players become symbols, not merely athletes. In Los Angeles, anticipation and excitement are mingled with curiosity about how Tatis Jr. would integrate with an already star-studded roster, whether his explosive style complements the Dodgers' disciplined approach, and how clubhouse chemistry might shift. Analysts are exploring every nuance, from batting order adjustments to defensive positioning, projecting scenarios that range from immediate playoff impact to long-term legacy implications. The rumor has also sparked broader conversations about player agency, loyalty, and market pressures in professional sports, emphasizing that this story is as much about human emotion and narrative resonance as it is about baseball mechanics. Every leaked report, every insider comment, and every speculative post feeds the growing tension, making the saga of Tatis Jr.'s potential move to Los Angeles a story that transcends conventional sports news, captivating audiences with its combination of athletic brilliance, drama, and suspense. Financial and contractual factors form another compelling dimension of the rumored transaction, as experts dissect the potential payroll implications and economic calculus behind the Dodgers' interest in Fernando Tatis Jr. The team is widely believed to possess the financial flexibility to absorb a superstar contract, but considerations such as luxury tax penalties, future free agency, and roster sustainability are being debated vigorously behind the scenes. From the Padres' perspective, Balancing the value of incoming players, prospects, and draft picks against the loss of franchise cornerstone creates a complex puzzle as executives attempt to maximize return while minimizing long-term disruption. Reports suggest that the negotiation involves layers of contingency clauses, performance incentives, and deferred payments designed to align the interests of both parties, reflecting a level of sophistication characteristic of modern blockbuster trades. The economic stakes are amplified by Tatis Jr.'s marketability, social media influence, and brand potential, which could increase the Dodgers' revenue streams exponentially, making him a financial asset as much as an athletic one. Analysts are weighing whether the financial investment aligns with on-field expectations, projecting scenarios in which Tatis Jr.'s presence could justify the Dodgers' expenditure by significantly improving playoff odds. Across MLB, commentators are highlighting how this trade, if completed, would represent not just a personnel move, but a calculated gamble that intertwines economics, strategy, and star power, underlining why speculation surrounding Tatis Jr. is consuming attention far beyond Los Angeles and San Diego, creating a narrative that blends sports, business, and cultural spectacle into one captivating story. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.